Another grueling race. So congratulations to her, and a tip of the hat to Terry Brady, by the way, who took that spill and comes back to capture silver. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more from Kamehameha. You can see the boys' 3,000-meter run is on the way, and this is a very, very different pace from what we saw with the girls. They're out, and they're moving pretty quickly around that first 400.
Yeah, this is a great race right here, Dash. As much as I was building up the girls' 400-meter dash, this is one of the feature events for boys. You know, you have Kaeo Kruse. He, in second place from Kamehameha, has the 1,500-meter record 2 weeks ago in the 1,500. This kid's a sophomore, and he's running great, but he is chasing Makai Clemens from Kalaheo right now, who actually has the identical time in the 3,000 meters coming into this race. Those are the two class runners of the field. But, you know, I keep talking about Davis Kahunui, and he is going to be right in there in this race. And then the defending champion from last year, Jacques Herbert, is coming back also. So this race is just loaded.
So here you see a good look at the Kalaheo runner leading the pack. We'll get back to this race momentarily, but first, let's go down to Jordan Hilley with the boys' 200-meter winner. Alrighty, thank you very much. A look at him finishing that race strong, and then we come back now live to the guys who are running. As you see, 2 minutes, 47 seconds into the boys' 3,000-meter. The fastest qualifying time yesterday was 9 minutes, 26.39 seconds. That, by the way, what a great name, Thunder Frost, a junior from Kaeo.
Gotta love that name. But you know, right now we have a race brewing. They're going out at a fast pace, and I believe Pierce Murphy's record is possibly in trouble. These are two great kids out here in the front of the pack, and they're both fresh. They, you know, we keep talking about how much Dakota's doing and Alyssa's doing, and these two kids have saved themselves for this race. So we'll see if they can come through with a record.
Again, from Kalaheo, you have out in front there
Makai Clemens,
and from Kamehameha Schools, right behind him,
Kaeo Kruse. And Kaeo Kruse is a sophomore, Dash. He got the ILH record in the 1,500 2 weeks ago as a sophomore. That was hard to believe. He broke a very, very good record just set by Michael Chin last year. So, you know, this kid as a sophomore is the real deal. Apparently he's an excellent swimmer also.
See the Punahou runner that we've talked about, Jacques Hebert.
Yeah.
And Hebert is right there in the thick of things. Not a race to go. You see 4 fingers held up, and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I got 4 more laps to go.
Yeah.
Halfway through.
Yeah, they look very good, very composed. You know, the quality of distance runners in this state has always been good. You know, you think back to the Duncan McDonalds and Henry Marshes, who was in the Olympics, and the you know the Chucky Kings and Steve Janesses, Toddy Iacovellis. There's been a lot of good distance runners who've made some good times on the mainland. Matt Stevens tripled it from HBA. There's a great number, but these two kids are special, Dash, and this is, you know, I don't mean to take away from the 3 behind me, Jacques and Ku and anyone else in this race, but let's see what these two that have run an 8:56 that are fresh now can do against each other. And that's a lead change right there. That's Kaeo taking it over Makai right now. 3 laps left.
So a couple of runners, Kaeo Kruse and Davis Kahunui, as you said, in there in that front group.
Yeah, they all look very good at this point. Well, you wonder if Kaeo Kruse is ever going to be a world-class triathlete if he can run this good and swim that well.
Just got to get him on the bike, right?
Yeah, let's hope he doesn't have trouble riding a bike, huh, Dash?
So Kaeo Kruse starting to pull it out just a little bit there, and hitting a nice stride as that front pack of 5 starts to separate just a little.
Right, and Koo coming up on Mackay right now too. So this is going to be good, and Jacques looks good too.
So a grueling race coming around and coming up toward where the finish line will be. And a nice little glance over the right shoulder there by Kaeo Kruse.
Boy, he looks fresh right now.
And 3 more laps to go. If it's been a while, or 2 more laps to go, excuse me, 2 more laps. If you've ever gone out and you run a lap around the field, it'll take your breath away if you haven't trained for it. I don't recommend going out and doing it if you haven't done it for a while.
I'm looking for shorter tracks, Dash. They keep putting them out at 400 meters. I'm still looking for that 200-meter track out
Kind of like that 8-foot basketball hoop, right?
Exactly. Oh, this is a great race. So Kaeo Kruse and Koo Kahanui, 1-2. Mackay Clemens looking very good in 3rd, and Jacques Hébert in 4th from Punahou, looking very good. But look at Kaeo making his move now. He's coming up on the bell lap, and it looks like he has got about 35, 40 meters on everybody. He has really made that kick.
All right, so there he is. He gets the bell lap, and he is on his way at 7:43, and he's got 400 meters to go. And he is, you're right, he's probably got at least 35, 40 meters over the threesome of runners that are behind him. And he is looking pretty darn smooth and pretty darn fresh. Took a little glance over the shoulder.
He's got to run about a 69-second split in order to get his record from Pierce Murphy, I believe.
8:52:44 is the record.
Yeah.
8:52:44. This is an unofficial clock, but it's pretty close, so keep your eye on that number.
I think he's going to get it, Dash. He looks so good.
Here
being that he got that record in the 1500, it tells he's got a lot of speed.
So he's coming around the final turn. He is headed for home. Here's the race for 2nd place. And look at this. All eyes are on this young man right here, Kaeo Kruse of Kamehameha Schools, trying to beat the 8:52 mark.
Wow.
And he shatters it by some 10 seconds. That's unofficial.
He may have run around a 60-second split on that last. I didn't think it was that fast, but it was very fast. And that's Koo taking 2nd. Congratulations to him. Injured all year, and Jacques taking 3rd, and Mackay. This is great, gang.
So a 1-2 finish for the Warriors of Kamehameha. And a special tip of the hat to Kaeo Kruse at his home track. Once probably his best ever, 3,000 meter.
Track fans, remember that name. This kid could be one of the great ones. We've had Olympians in there. And look at that right there. Steve Jeunesse is his coach. That's a nice shot. I'm glad you guys got that, cameraman. Thank you. Steve is just one heck of a great coach. And that was a perfect shot right there. Congratulations, Steve.
That's a pretty exciting stuff right here. And here is Kruse cruising around that final corner. And even if you don't see a clock, and they had the big one up on the scoreboard so he can see it, it's still stuck at 8:42:94. But you just know it. You don't even need a clock to know that you're on a record pace, right?
Yeah, a lot of these distance runners definitely know what splits they want to hit ahead of time. I'm sure Steve went over that with him and knew that the record was in line. And one reason he didn't run the 1500 was that back-to-back 2 days in a row. The kid's a sophomore. Dash, as good as he is, you don't want to overwork a kid and potentially hurt him. And I think he knew he was going to get the record all along.
And the cool thing, too, is when he finished came across the finish line, he turned around and pointed back because he knew his teammate was going to be number 2.
Congratulations, Steve.
Okay, right now we want to go to our Jordan Helly, who's standing by with the boys' 3,000 meter winner from Kamehameha Schools. That, of course, Kaeo Kruse. Take it away.
Thanks, Dasha. We got Kaeo Kruse here. Kaeo, you scratched on the 800 and 1,500 meters pretty much with the idea that you're going after that state record in the 3,000, and you beat it by about 9 seconds. Talk about that paying off.
Yeah, my coach and I just had a plan. We just wanted to go after that state record, get my first state win, and kind of like, go after that state record and finish hard this season, It's over, and I just wanted to put it all out there. They all hang out.
Yeah, and we talked about the beauty of the track community is kind of the camaraderie, and you got some guys here that you want to thank, a couple of your buddies we might be able to get in the shot.
Oh, yeah, my team member, Davis Kahanui, Jock Herbert, and Makai Clemens.
Right on. Kaeo Kruse, your 3,000-meter champion, showing some love to his competitors. Great spirit down here for the 3,000-meter boys. Back to you, Dash.
All righty. Thank you very much. Congratulations to him. Running a terrific race. And now the final race of the night, Rick. The boys. Absolutely. Now for the boys, well, the home team, the Warriors of Kamehameha Schools Kapalama. 83 points, 30 better than second place. Honoho and Baldwin coming in third. And, got to give it to Kruse and his teammates. I mean, they came through in the end. They had some big wins. And congratulations to the Warriors. And you see that big team there. And you know that they're right now. We want to go back down to the field where Felipe is standing by with the boys champions from Kamehameha Schools.
Thank you very much, Dash. Here with Harvey McInerney in his 6th year with the program.
Well, actually 16 years, 6 years as head coach.
There you go. But, we mentioned about Hawaiian, culture, how rains are a blessing, and boy, is it a blessing for your team tonight. How good does this feel winning your first team championship in nearly a decade?
It feels so good, and I'm just so proud to be able to represent Kamehameha Schools and have the kind of guys that we have on our team. 21 guys started the battle last night, 14 survived into tonight, and those 14 guys, I happen to believe, were the 14 best guys in the state. They're just tremendous heart. Everybody was for each other, and I couldn't be more happy for them.
We would be remiss if we didn't spotlight a couple guys here. Kaeo Kruse, obviously, in the boys 3,000, smashing the old record by 9 seconds. Talk about his performance and I guess his potential in the future as such a young sophomore.
Well, Kaeo has been doing this all year, and he broke 2 ILH records in the ILH championship, and then this meet to break the state record by almost 10 seconds as a sophomore. He's the most easygoing, hard-training kid, and he's gonna be a fantastic runner. He's probably gonna be Hawaii's best distance runner ever.
This is our 2nd year broadcasting track and field at Oc16. What do you think this does for the track and field community, for the schools here and the schools around the state?
Well, I think it's just such a big thing. When I was a little kid, I remember the state track meets up at Punahou, filled stands overflowing, and you guys are helping us get track back on the mainstream. So thank you guys. It means a lot.
You came into this evening with a couple of highlights. One being the 3,000.
Exactly.
The girls and the boys 4x4.
400.
400. Everything that you hit on kind of hit. What was the highlight to you, or what were the highlights?
I think the match between Diamond Briscoe, Alyssa Bettendorf, and Maya Reynolds in the 400 clearly was the highlight. I think Kaeo Kruse, that kid, I think sky's the limit. That kid, mark my words, if things work out the way it could for him, we could see him in the Olympics in 8 years, 12 years, whatever it would be. He's so young.
And we'll remember we saw him here first.
It's great for the sport. All the Outer Island people got to see their kids race on TV. All the Oahu, it's fantastic. I really appreciate it, and it's just great. And we have a star in the making in Kaeo Kruse.
There you go.
Yeah, just think, he could be the next Brian Clay, Henry Marsh. He could be in the Olympics.
Would that be something? Thank you, buddy. Appreciate your time. Appreciate your passion.
Awesome.
You got it.
Thank you.
Rick Nakashima, of course, for our 2 guys down on the field, Felipe Ohastro and Jordan Helly. Thanks to Ed Nishioka for doing a lot of work and prep time behind the scenes, and our entire crew here at Oc16. It's been one heck of a week. We did 4 nights of state softball championship games, and then, of course, this. And then next week, the boys' baseball state championships. 4 straight nights of action coming your way from Westmoreland County Stadium. It's been a great night. It's been our pleasure to bring it to you on behalf of everybody here at Oc16. We say congratulations to the girls of Seabury Hall and the boys of Kamehameha Schools, and aloha from the top of the hill in Kapalama.